I mean, I don't really care when we start. It's like 7 minutes early, but I don't really give a. I just wanted to get y'all's opinion. Well, I'll wait like 30. I'll just ask. So BWL is coming out in like 7 days, right? 7 days, 9 days. What is it?
Yeah,
Next Thursday.
7 days.
8 days. Okay, somewhere in the middle of what I said. Got it.
Next week.
So my question really was for the guild, because I'm kind of stumped on how to approach it. I don't think people want to do like we did MC, where we just have 40 people go to BWL and we clear it, and then the next week after that we unlock it essentially. But it gets complicated, and this is where my head starts to hurt. The cloaks. And if we were to just do one raid and we give everyone in that raid a cloak, how do we approach doing 3 raids then? I guess we just have to split up people with the cloaks, blah, blah, blah. It just seems complicated. So I just wanted to try and dissect it and find out the best approach. And I'm willing to buy Scales of Onyxia so we can get more cloaks. We can buy them from other guilds. I'm down for that. But there's none in the auction house, and I don't even know where to go to begin buying those.
How much do we have, like, cloak-wise, like, right now?
Currently, we have 42.
Okay.
So we have 1 full raid, but you don't need 40 per raid. You do not. You could honestly do it with, like, 8. If you know, use the throne room appropriately and you weave in and out of Flamegore's bullshit correctly, right? But I don't want them
themselves in the auction house.
Good question. Let me check. I don't think they are.
And if so, I guess how much?
I don't know. They may not be in there, and we might have to like actually negotiate with the guilds.
I think most other guilds are also trying to prepare for BWL.
Exactly.
Yeah, it'll be hard to get them, like, to snipe them from other people for the first week for sure.
So it's gonna kind of suck having 40 cloaks, and we want to do 3 raids. We're gonna have to. Who do we give these cloaks to? And then how do we?
You get the cloaks to healers and tanks first, and then range DPS.
You would imagine that's exactly what you should do, sure, but it's like the draft gets really complicated now, doesn't it? I guess we just give it to all the tanks.
I don't think doing BWL without cloaks on everyone is that dangerous. We did it all the time, so it's pretty normal.
No, I understand, but if you think about drafting, you now have to draft people with cloaks. So like basically 10 people per raid will have to be auto-assigned every week. Like you're in raid 3.
We should have enough cloaks for healers and tanks though, right?
We should, but that means we're gonna have to then assign like a warrior or tanks and healers to certain raids, and they will raid in raid 3, raid 2, and raid 1 every single week. They are assigned to that. They can't move.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too, yeah. But do we want to do 3 raids week 1?
Personally, I think 3 is too much. Like based on how MC
2 would be good for like first
maybe
week,
2.
I think.
Okay.
2 is good.
2 is very feasible in comparison. 3 is like I agree, you're kind of spreading your resources thin to a degree. But
so 2 raids week 1, we can do that. And then we'll have to find out who to give the cloaks to, healers and tanks. We will have full-on assigned 4 main tanks. They are designated. We will have assigned to raid 2 and raid 1. I'd like to get a raid 3 potentially, but I think our resources are slim. I think we downgrade to 2 raids, and that is it. We're not gaining members. I'm not really recruiting anymore because not really anyone of interest wants to join anymore. It's just random viewers at this point. So we are dropping like flies, and we're going to keep dropping like flies. That's how it's going to be. Let me keep looking here. Other things to go over. If we do 2 BWLs, we'll do... How do we even do BWL? Do we just do MC and Onyxia and then BWL? Like a full-on triple raid day? How do you manage the world buffs in that?
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean,
that would be so long.
Maybe hold for BWL if you do it all in one day and don't use world buffs for MC and Oni, and just boon them.
You can do BWL first with world buffs, and then you can do the other ones because they're easier without some world buffs.
So you start with BWL.
Yeah. So what you could do is you have everything booned, you do BWL, and then you do Oni. You drop Oni, you get Songflower. You go to MC. You get Songflower and DMT, then you go back to MC.
Or you do them on different days.
Well,
yeah, if you're gonna do them in one day, do not do BWL last. Everybody will be tired. They'll be restless.
Yeah.
You'll make
Yeah,
mistakes.
you
I
start
think
with BWL.
separate might be better. I think if separate them if you can, just so, like,
So,
everyone gets one
but
last lockout in and stuff.
So each person is gonna have 2 raid days per week.
At least for the first one, it's probably
Oh,
good.
for the first one, sure. I'm down to do whatever the first one. But we're talking like down the line when we turn BWL into a glorified MC and we have it on farm. Let's assume we get to that point, right? I'll be honest, I'm not even sure how hard BWL is. I know it's way harder, but I actually need to study. I don't know the mechanics that well. I half-assed know them. So
it's more coordinated for the whole raid to be successful.
People will die, I guess.
like
Tech
A bit more of a dance.
The-
know? Like in MC, we just kind of zug shit down. Like BWL is a little bit less that.
Yeah.
BWL, we just zug
Got
shit down.
dance.
I mean, I know the technician room is fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fire maw, you know, just managing stacks, healer, LOS, tank position. You're probably gonna get knocked. Somebody's gonna have to taunt off you. Like it gets a bit messy.
Yeah, I'm
Brood
worried
Lord,
about Flame
even the
Lord.
pole.
I'm worried about Brood Lord, and I'm worried
Veil,
about Chromagus.
just threat because you know it has to die in like 40 seconds, but people can't pull threat and breathe the raid.
Now, are we still that bad at managing threat as a guild? Do we all not understand that yet?
It only takes one, though, to be fair.
Veil's especially weird just because warriors are like executing like crazy and it just shoots like 3k in a global. So it's kind
I
of
see. But surely it'll
weird.
just die at that point, right?
Also,
20%.
You're racing Veil anyway. Like people are all gonna be zugging.
Yeah, it's true. Man,
It's a
oh
zug
man. How to approach this. All right.
Are we gonna play BWL also with a sweat limit?
I mean, that's the other question. I think oh God, I don't know. I'd have to look at our roster and what we have. We're doing 2 raids. We can do do we even have that many non-sweats anymore? I feel like our non-sweats have honestly caught up to half of our sweats when it comes to classic capacity.
Peru.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
I feel like we got a bunch of honorary sweats in here now.
Yeah, I mean,
real.
pretty much. You get the game. It's not complicated. There are mechanics that we haven't seen. So having seen them will help a bit. But I think we just do 2 drafts. Is Peekaboo 60 yet? This is pissing me off.
59.
Yeah, he is.
Nearly.
He is.
Over
pretty much.
60 for a raid
Okay.
this week.
Yeah, I'll be 60
So
today.
we can do I mean, fuck, I'm even down to not raid lead it unless someone like Pika and Zaryu really want to do it. Is Zaryu here? Probably not. Oh, he is. Zaryu.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up? Yeah.
Okay, give me your thoughts, Zaryu.
I think for the first BWL, I mean, you should probably raid lead, but we could do the second one. I'd also be down to raid lead MC whenever Pika hits 60. He might die again too, so
Well, there's no more.
don't count him there too soon.
Yeah, we still have MCs this week, don't we?
Yeah, I thought
yeah.
Mika and Dario were doing this week for MC.
Yeah. No, if we're gonna do an MC and an Ixia like we normally do, Pika and Zaryu can raid lead one. They can draft their raid. The other has Zico gotten to do anything yet?
I don't think so.
Think so?
No.
Yeah.
No.
He should. He was
get-
loot master, but that's it.
Yeah, we can get Zico to do some shit.
Yeah, I'm down.
In the bathroom.
Yeah,
Hey. Yeah, he's a league
Yeah,
streamer
maybe
now, apparently.
That's right.
Um,
I'm plat too.
Oh, grats, man.
CNN on site from the bathroom.
Thank you.
Zico, who would you want your co-raid lead to be?
It's gotta be Glitty or PS Hero, preferably Glitty because PS
Right.
Hero is
Glitty,
an
take Glitty.
fire.
So Zico, Sun Glitters, you're gonna co-raid lead. Pika,
CNN,
Zaryu.
man.
Do we want to do 3 MCs and an Ixias this week with 30 men?
For the scales would be good. No.
Right?
I thought he was doing value versus Pika, like a real team each.
If
No,
we do 3 raids, I wouldn't put a limit on how many people. Just make everyone that wants to go.
That's fair.
Maybe
sure.
do 3.
I think we
Maybe
should
do 3 Onis just for the scales, because that'd maximize the close.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
No, we'll do 3 raids, and there's no limit. If there's not enough people, you'll just take only 34, 35, whatever. Yeah, Pekins, are you
Prioritize
really want to
mains in the
co-raid lead?
drafts before,
They're just best
pulse.
friends, apparently. So they'll co-raid lead. Zico, Sunglitters. For a third team, let's have... Who the f else hasn't done shit? That
Gunner.
Gunner, you there?
He's not in Discord right
Gunner
now.
on Discord.
Gunner's probably not awake yet.
Who the f would Gunner want to take?
Gunner would probably want to take
Like Mary?
Morgana or
Clogged?
Mary or Rennie. Probably Rennie.
Rennie? Morgana?
Rennie,
I see a
Rennie's
lot.
a 60 mage.
Rennie's a 60 mage. Well, we'll let Gunner pick whoever he wants to co-raid lead. So we'll have 3 raids. We'll do our typical Ani and MC this week. We'll try and get some scales. The next week, we will do 2 raids. I will raid lead one of them. The other can be raid led by... we got to find out who's going to raid lead the first other BWL. I do not want... Who the f do I want? Not Ampere. It's nothing like that. That's too unfair.
Sun glitters will.
Yikes.
What about not again? Come on,
Savix,
Savix, baby.
why not?
Savix is great again.
Savix will lead it.
I agree.
No, dude, I haven't done BWL in forever, guys.
Perfect. Savix, neither have I. I don't know any of the mechanics. Perfect.
I don't know any either.
Savix, congratulations.
Savix, grats. Yeah.
I'm gonna hit 60 and I'm gonna die right away. Bro.
Study. Get to studying, dog.
All right.
You are gonna
All
raid
right,
lead the
all
second
right.
BWL. You and I will be doing
All
a
right.
draft the next week. We will distribute the cloaks after the drafts are done, and we'll obviously try and give it to, like, we'll just try and optimize, like, healers and tanks.
Guys, this is cold.
You'll be
Savix,
fine.
what level are you?
48.
Oh my god.
48. Okay, you got this.
Oh, you got
this.
Fresh 60 into a BWL.
Chance,
is
if I
insane.
die again right after hitting 60, I'm gonna be so pissed.
I mean, I'm
Lock in,
sure
bro,
you will
let's
be.
go.
No, you got this.
I'll lock in. I'll lock in.
So, and the other thing I wanted to talk about, I don't know if you guys have told or could tell, I only log in for raid anymore. I'm really just a raid logger. I don't care if I'm guild leader. All I'm doing is setting up drafts and then showing up for raid. I'm not really doing anything anymore. So I don't want y'all to have these expectations. That's all I'm going to be doing. If someone else wants to step in as guild leader that everyone wants to vote for, I'll happily pass it over. But I don't plan on doing any events. I don't plan on doing anything other than really raid logging, because that's all I have interest in doing, which I'm happy to do. But if any events or anything like that, it's not going to come from me. So if people want to discuss and find a new guild leader, I will happily pass it over, and I will still continue to raid log and show up for raid and help plan for all of that, but just don't expect more out of it. So that can be starting to get discussed, and then next week during the draft, maybe, if people have someone that wants to take over, sure. The other things that we have to talk about, Bobka got Eye of Sulphurus, so we need a ton of Arcanite bars, and also we need to start
I already have a lot though, yeah. I need the ingots from like Molten Core.
So
I need the golem things.
I have a little ingot for you, Bob. I'll send it to you.
Why do you have an ingot, Zico?
You shot
I said I was master looter, okay? It was my birthday. They didn't pass the mage blade, so I took an ingot hostage. It is what it is.
Yeah, he put it in his bank.
That's crazy.
Drama.
All right. So the other thing is there does seem like there's a lot of other loot that has not been mailed to me. So if you have any loot from MC as a master looter, I will indict your ass. I need to see your bags, and I need to see what the y'all are holding hostage. Please send it all to guild mats, because we are going to start utilizing some of it. The ingots are going to Bobka for his Eye of Sulphurus. Arcanite bars, we need more of. We just need them made. Thunder Fury is going to cost 100. I know Sardako has one. I have one. If we end up getting one, I don't want to be, what's the word, held hostage by alchemists not making Arcanite bars. We need like 200 of them, probably. And then, yeah,
Does it mean you go to the same raid now?
We could go to the same raid, yeah, if we were to utilize that, yeah. But it doesn't really matter, does it? Because It's not the biggest deal. Like, mathematically, it doesn't matter which raid you and I go to. The odds are the same for us to get our other side, right? But that would feel really shitty if, you know, a binding dropped in the raid.
We just get a third binding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Trying to see if there's anything else to really go over. Thunder Fury.
Because the only other mats for the armor is the Blood of the Mountain, which is like a super low drop rate from like Dark Iron Mining, which is like super rare to get.
Okay.
Would that be like guild found, or like would that be possible to?
You can buy
to get a few like other wells? Is it so?
You can buy them off the auction house. That's the thing.
Rare.
That is what I think people have been holding hostage. That have been master looting. I only have 2 of them.
They don't drop a lot, to be fair, Soda. They really don't drop a lot.
There's no way we've only gotten 2.
10 of them.
Bro,
yeah.
I mean, it's very possible. For the Blood of the Mountain, it is
pretty rare though. It is rare.
Yeah,
I have like 5 or 6 of them. I was gonna use them.
I can tell you right now that I've
master
looted like 4 raids and I've never gotten. So.
Okay, hold on. Blood of the Mountain.
It's not
Blood of the Mountain.
too expensive on
It's 19 gold. Why is it so cheap but so rare?
Because nobody used that. It's only to make like a few items.
Hydra, you said you had 5?
Yeah, 5 or 6.
How?
I was gonna use them for rep.
Also.
Because I'm trying to get.
How much for the ingot? I'm thinking 200.
How much?
You just send
is
it,
that
Zico.
sold?
You just send it. You are not selling it. What are you gonna? No. And that's the other discussion. Auction house usage.
Flasks.
Are we still? I'm thinking after we clear our first BWL, we just open the auction house, and we say fuck it. At that point, we are a raid logging guild playing like everybody else. We are whatever. I don't care anymore. Just log on for raid. Let's have fun and try not to die. I'm done policing this, but I want to clear BWL all the way to the point where we were guild self-found. We cleared BWL self-found, and then that's it. But if anyone has any other opinions, now's the time. Happily can change it.
As a follow-up, would that change the ruling kind of on Petri then? If you could buy them, or do you still want that?
Keep Petri ban.
Petri, I want perma ban.
I think we ban Petri. Yeah.
Perma banned? That's pretty based.
Soda?
That's pretty based. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Mods ban Petri, permaban.
So no disputes on the auction house at this point after our first BWL clear. Okay.
So we basically raid lock until we die.
Yeah.
That's it at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I mean, you can level alts, you can keep going. If you die, you can go again and you can catch back up. But until we get that big, we are still a strong guild. We have like 600 active members, all raid logging. Well, maybe not 600, like 300 active members. We are the strongest guild on the server, probably. It's numbers and everything wise, we are massive. So we're still going strong, but I mean, there's just not much left in the game other than raid logging. That's the truth, especially in hardcore. Like, I don't want to send my character to go do something menial and senseless and risk it for no real gain. So this is the downside of the game, and we are in the downside of... This is why I didn't want a progressional server. This sucks, but this is how it is. I want to go out with a bang. I would love for a full raid wipe. So if anyone wants to not watch their threat unveil, I open that to them. I'll be mad at you, but I would love...
That's fucked
really fucked up.
I'm not sure
I'm gonna go to Savix raid.
Yeah, guys, come to me. You have to watch straight in my raid, okay?
Actual griefer in the lair.
So,
Do you know how hard we
point
worked?
is, I want OnlyFangs to have the final clip, the clip that ended the guild. That's what I want. Someone's gonna take some blame, and it's gonna suck for them. But that's how I want OnlyFangs to end, and I think we'll get it out of BWL at some point. Now, I don't want anyone intentionally wiping us. That's cringe and boring. But, you know, I want an actual in-raid wipe, and that's the final nail. So we're raid logging until then. This is it. So dedicate 1 week of y'all's lives to logging in and playing World of Warcraft. If you want to put in more, by all means. But as I said, as a guild leader, I'm raid logging as well. I've been in this mode. I just have tons of people messaging me, asking me about things here and there, and I just had to come up and just say it, so the expectations are exactly where they should be. I'm raid logging.
Yeah.
I'm setting up raids. I'm going to raids. I'm not doing more. If y'all want someone else, you think they'll do more and you want them to do more, someone has to step forward. We can have a electoral vote if y'all want. I'll give it to Peekaboo.
Ooh.
That's fine. We'll see how
Please
that plays
no.
out.
Please no.
Yeah,
just
well,
gonna
yeah,
grab
yeah,
He's
you're-
gooning, yeah, half
You're
the
doing
time
what every
playing
guild leader
retail,
does,
yeah.
Soda. It's
I know,
no
no, I
big deal.
know exactly. As a content creator, I'm done in WoW. I am now a WoW player in this guild, running a guild. I'm just guild leader. Whatever I'm doing that, but just don't expect more, right? I'm going back to variety streaming soon, and then one day of the week I'm raiding WoW. Again, tons of whispers from people in the guild and Discord messages needed to set the expectations where they were. Any questions from anybody here before we move on?
Yeah, do we have a draft or anything like that?
No draft today. Really not much. I wanted y'all's opinion on
When's the
BWL.
draft gonna go? Will it be tomorrow then? For this week?
Yeah, the question is.
Is there a draft tomorrow?
Oh, okay.
Is it
right.
gonna be like the first MC draft, or is it gonna be different?
No, we're not. So BWL is gonna be different. So this week is gonna be normal. It's gonna be a normal ass Anixia, normal ass BWL, because BWL releases on the 20th. Sorry, yeah. Normal ass MC, normal ass Anixia, normal ass Anixia. The next week, 2 BWL raids will happen, and they will do BWL, and then they will do Anixia and MC right after. Both of those raids. Those will be raid led and drafted by me and Savix. This week, it's going to be Zico and Sunglitters, Zaryu and Peekaboo, and who the Gunner and whoever the Gunner's third or co-raid lead is. Those are your 3 teams. That draft for those raids we can do tomorrow. Earlier the better. So Thursday at 1 p.m. So basically tomorrow, same time. Are y'all okay with that? 1 p.m. CST.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good to me.
Yes.
All right.
And he already put a sign up for them, but can we do another announcement? Because I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, those signups are like super light. There's like 75 people total that have
There's
signed up for 3 raids.
there's like one druid signed up right now.
Yeah, so we gotta
another
somehow
amount.
like add everyone obnoxiously to get them to actually use that sign up.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we even do 3 raids?
We can do 3 30-mans. This is not BWL.
Yeah.
Like, remember, we can 30-man it. You don't have to fill up 40 people. You just need to get your tanks and healers, and then your mages and locks, and you're good. Tuka just added everyone again. You want to completely redo the whole signups?
No, they're already up there.
You put them up a couple days ago ahead of time, and people did sign up, just like not a ton of people.
Okay, well we
just needed a reminder.
Call, yeah.
Yeah,
and everyone
you
who's
might
in the
want to
call.
sign up, man. You might not get chosen.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So yeah, signing up, that is how you get prioritized. Your raid drafters, so Zico, Sunglitters, Gunner, X, and Zaryu Peekaboo, you guys are going to prioritize looking at these signups. Do you guys have a Gunner's not here, so we can't pick what day is where. But sign up to whatever day you guys can go to. I assume Zaryu's gonna have to be on like a Monday. Is that true, Zaryu?
Probably.
Monday works great. That'd be awesome.
You're gonna have to go
doing
Monday.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so it's pretty much Zaryu Monday, and the other 2 guys split the weekend.
Is Grubby here? Probably not. Okay, I think Grubby is done. Grubby has a Warcraft 3 tournament on Friday, and I think it leaks into Saturday as well, so I'm worried about me going on Saturday. I might have to go on Sunday.
I can't go on Saturday if we're syncing up.
I have to do Sunday
We're not syncing
too.
up, Sardako.
On Monday.
I don't think you're syncing up.
We're not syncing up. All right,
We're synced up.
God damn it. All right, so I'll just sign up for Sunday and Monday. Again, sign up whatever day you guys can go to. And tomorrow we'll have a draft. So, and that's pretty much it. BWL prep-wise, Savik, start studying. I'm going to start studying. We're going to have to explain these fights as we're going. I don't really have anything else for you guys. That's it.
Oh, actually, there is a BWL attunement that people might not realize that you need.
You're right.
But it's super fast.
It's really easy.
It's just the full Ubers. I know it's super easy, but everybody's logging, so I was just saying you do need to get your 1 Ubers in to get your attunement.
You're right. No, you're right. I forgot about that. Well, shit. Yeah, everyone has to run 1 UBRS, one last run for the road. For your BWL attunement.
You can get it in an instance that's already cleared by somebody else if you.
Yeah, someone could just clear a lot
lazy about it.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
And summon people to the end.
Touch the orb.
We can do a guild. Yeah, a guild. We can run a train on the guild.
Oh, what the?
A summon train.
No, let her
We can run a
cook. Let her
summon
cook.
train on the, you know.
That's an interesting word choice, but I respect it.
Would it be worth getting people to sign up if they're lower than 60, just so that they can be seen, and then we can just farm them to 60?
What do you mean?
What did you say?
Like, would it be worth getting people lower than level 60 to sign up to raid, and then we just push them to 60 by grouping with them and just getting through the stuff?
Well, yeah, the signups are just for like if you're able to hit 60 and attune by the days, then you can sign up. That's it.
Yeah, if you're level 55, you're like, hey, I'll be 60 in time for it. Yeah, sign up. You're good.
Yeah, as long as you lock in and actually finish the attunes.
Good luck, Storm.
Good luck.
Storm,
You
you
get-
need some mob taggers. Good job.
I can get mob tagged.
Then send it. Get mob tagged. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
come on, Sora. I nearly
Hell
caught up to you already.
Time to lock in.
Give it a whirl. Wait, Larks, are
Had
you
a
getting
quick
mob tagged?
suggestion for
Dude, stop fall.
Yeah, I'm already almost level
Huge.
40.
Oh
I
my
started
God.
at 6 a.m. 4 hours of sleep. Let's go.
You're insane.
So a
Okay.
short thing. BWL opens on Thursday. Are we going on Thursday for
No,
our first
no.
ID?
No, we are going on
On the
Saturday.
weekend.
We're going on
On
Saturday.
Saturday, okay.
Zaryu, you better log in for that weekend. You are there.
I was spaced out. What weekend?
Okay.
Oh, for BWL. Yeah,
For
yeah, and
B-
I'll be there.
Okay, you are gonna. We are doing that on Saturday because that is the best day for most everyone. Those that can't make it on Saturday, that we want you in those raids, like Zaryu, you're gonna have to suck it up that 1 week. It's gonna be on Saturday the 22nd, unless there's another big reason why we shouldn't. Someone tell me now.
Saturday has the least amount of signups.
Does it? Well, that might be because like the Warcraft 3 tournament's also fucking it, and a lot of people just haven't signed up. Typically Saturdays are the most open, I would imagine. Anyone disagree with that? Because maybe I'm wrong. I might be speaking on my ass here.
I think it's fine. No, you're right. Everyone should be speaking on Saturday.
All right. So 22nd, that's when we're gonna do our first BW. Oh, we're gonna have 2. So I guess we'll do Saturday and Sunday.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday we'll have back-to-back BWL MC Anis. So
my birthday. Question as a noob for BWL, is it fine if I don't look up anything and I just want to like experience it for the first time?
Yep.
Okay.
Completely okay. The raid leaders, me and Savix and a handful of others, not so much. The issue, BWL is relatively a short raid. It's not as long, especially when it comes to how much walking you have to do. So you can kind of explain the fights like we used to in MC, where it takes 10 minutes for every fight. But world buffs are going to be ticking out. So it needs to be cleared, ideally, within like an hour and a half. Maybe some booning like at halfway points and just talking about stuff. But you should have Rend by the time you're at Nefarian. That'd be ideal. You should have all your 1 hour shit. That's what I would hope. At least out of our first clear. So, I don't know. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I'm just rambling. Any other questions?
Do we need cloaks for just the melee or everybody?
We will give the cloaks out to who should have them. When you don't have a cloak, we will tell you what you must do because you don't.
Everyone?
No.
Oh shit.
We have 42 cloaks total. We are doing 2 40-man raids. Obviously, we do not have enough.
Imagine people run too late behind the gate and everyone dies.
So, just for the noobs that don't know, if you don't want spoilers, whoever that was talking, close your ears. But the reason Scales of Onyxia, or the Scale Onyxia cloak, is so important, there is a mechanic Nefarian does that straight up one-shots you if you don't have the cloak equipped. You can negate this, though, by hiding behind his throne. So he lands from the sky, and when he lands, he does this big blast wave of fire. If you hide behind the throne, it does not one-shot you, even if you don't have the cloak. That's one big reason. I think there's something else to do with Flame Gore, right? I think Flame Gore does a breath, like Onyxia's breath, essentially. If you get hit by it and you don't have the cloak, you die.
All Drakes do a Shadow Flame.
Flame
If
Gore
you're in
and
front of
Dragon
it, you get cooked. You're dead.
All the Drakes do it.
Yeah.
So all dragons do a breath, and if you're hit by it, you die instantly. So tanks obviously have to have it. Ideally, some others have it too, but yeah. Those are the
5
requirements.
healers for
Soda, I think your dream's gonna come true. People are gonna die to this.
Yeah. I mean, Ampi, what did you do for Frontier, your first BWL, cloak-wise?
He's not in here, but we did it with like 4 cloaks.
So you only had 4. Jesus. Yeah, so
Like
you don't need
2 on the tanks and like 2 healers, just to heal the tank when Nefarian comes down and to be in the room when Firemaw is pulled.
There you go. So you don't need them. but I mean, it's better to have them. That's essentially what the cloak does. We have 42. We've got a lot of scales of Onyxia. We've been farming really well. Sun Glitters, are you making those cloaks or no?
I didn't make any yet because I don't have the scales. But
okay, well I sent
you gotten
all
the recipe though, right?
I'm gonna send
Did
you
get the
all of these
recipe?
now.
Okay.
Did you get the recipe, Sun Glitters?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send
Excellent.
you 42 scales of Onyxia. Our entire guild has worked for this, so make them.
If
and
you die, you kill the guild.
Send them back to guild mats. Do not leave the city until you've sent them back to guild mats. Do you understand?
Yes, but I also need like some green cloak from whatever.
So Volps was sent the Cindercloth cloak.
Yeah.
Zero farmed it like yesterday. Volps is gonna need 42 Essence of Fire or whatever.
I sent them all.
Yeah.
So Volps will send you those cinder cloaks, and you have the scales. You will make the scale blue cloaks, send them back to guild mats as soon as you can. All right, everyone. Draft tomorrow. That's our next thing you should worry about. Sign up for your raids. We've already added everyone, the raids you can go to. And then BWL will be the next week. This is our final easy breezy MC Onyxia clear. So enjoy it while it's calm. It's going to get a little rougher the following week. GG's, everyone.
Did we talk about loot?
Oh, this is what loot?
Like just in general, like loot rules, because it seems like every other time we do like a raid, there's like different loot rules.
Well, no, not anymore. We've established that it's like I'm gonna have a loot master in each raid who's going to be like we're not gonna min max the living shit out of it, but we are going to somewhat optimize, especially optimize dopamine. I do not want someone with a 53 DPS weapon be like, ooh, this weapon's 2 DPS more. When someone has a 40 DPS weapon, we'll give it to the 40 DPS weapon person.
So,
Right?
Soda, I think, just to put the cat out of the bag because we're adults here, I think probably the question and the unanswered sort of uncertainty that's going on is there was a little bit of question about alts getting loot. There were some alts who volunteered to not take any loot in some raids, and then that transitioned into another raid where other alts were told they shouldn't roll on loot. So the question is that a policy that we're handling as a guild where we dictate that alts should not roll, or is that a volunteer thing, or how do we want to deal with that?
I mean, alts should be able to roll on loot. Like, I'm confused. This is all news to me. What happened?
It was my rogue. I went for Kula's raid, and Eviskeg dropped, and I won the roll on my rogue, and they said I was an alt, so I couldn't take it.
Did you take it or no?
She did not get it. Ivan has got it.
She did not. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I want to limit alts getting to go to raid, but if your alt does go to raid, I'm sorry, your alt should be able to roll just as much as everyone else. Now, when it comes to getting drafted, yeah, let's prioritize. Let's get everyone in a raid. But if you're going with the mindset you're gonna get loot. Otherwise, why we even go on what? No. Alts should absolutely be able to get loot.
I was fine with it. I just didn't understand why suddenly kind of policy changed, and I'm not making a big deal about it.
I don't know where that policy came from.
It's fine. Somebody else brought it up, but I just want to make sure that it was clear for all the other alts in the raid, because I don't know if they knew that. Like, Joker wasn't on the alt, and Zero D was on an alt, and
yeah, I don't know where that policy came from. This is all news to me. Alt should, if you're in the raid, you should be able to roll. I do not care if it's a second character. The only limitation to alts is you're not going to be prioritized as much when it comes to getting drafted in general. That's it. But once you're in, you're just like everybody else. There's no downside. Once you're in. Okay? That's my policy.
That's based. Good.
Okay. So, any other questions?
I also had a side suggestion for people re-leveling and then also alts. And we're also raid logging, so we have like less groups to run the basic dungeons. We might potentially be able to make the add-on remove Petri if you're not in a if you're in a pug.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
So then if you're in a pug, you can use Petri, but then if you're with the guildies, you can't use Petri.
No. I don't. No, we're not gonna. No, we're just not gonna police that. I mean,
that's cracking the door.
We could.
The issue is then.
No, it's gonna add a whole can of worms of complications and annoyances. Just don't use Petri.
Not before BWL.
You just get people bringing one person that's not in the guild and be like, oh, it's not in the guild, so
Yeah, that's.
you can use it.
I see so many more
Right, I can
issues coming up with
loophole
that. Just don't use Petri. If we see you using Petri, if you join a pug and they're all Petring and you don't have one, tough luck. That's the sacrifice that I am willing to make. So, no Petri, ever, at all. We're banning it. Any other questions?
Have we considered doing auction style for the drafts at all? You can tell me that's dumb, but...
No, auction. Elaborate.
Oh, that sounds
So
funny.
instead of drafting guild members, there will be a pot of guild members, and we'll give each raid leader, we'll say like 300 fake bucks to fill 40 slots, and they have to bid on the guildies.
Like the
How
best
do we
games
decide
for
who's
the
worth
healers.
what? Actually use all the points.
I feel that would be...
longer, but it will definitely be good
It will
content.
take, yes, that's the downfall, is it will take longer, but it'll be really funny for a content perspective, because you could throw your weight around of like, how did I get this guy for 10 bucks when this guy only cost me 3, kind of stuff like that.
I'm down for it. I'm trying to think of how the hell this is going to play out, though.
You can use it. It was more just a thought I had. Thought I'd throw it out there.
No.
I like it.
It is a good
So
idea.
how many bucks is Pika worth? Is he worth a lot or a little because he keeps down?
Diamonds will be worth a lot, and the tanks, oof.
-5.
So
you actually gain money if you just slap Peekaboo, actually.
So what we would have to do, we'd have to basically, one person would say, all right, so no one has anyone in the raid yet. Let's just say
So basically,
Peekaboo
the guild,
up,
like,
and you just bid on Peekaboo.
Yep.
pretty well, yeah. And each side can you could, Soda could nominate somebody, or you could have each guild leader alternate in nominating someone. And if no one bids, you have to take that person for $1. Like everyone starts at $1. If you nominate them and no one bids on them, you get them for that $1, and then the buck passes to the other guild leader, and same thing.
Okay, so basically, it's going to rotate between all the different drafts, and if no one bids, it goes to that person's draft, and then it rotates to the next person. If no one bids, that person auto places there, and it goes back and forth for $1.
Yeah, you just kind of alter, like it's a way to, because you could do it where you just nominate someone and then we have to bid, but then you kind of have that problem of like, what if no one bids?
All right.
Right.
But
I think it's a good idea. The one thing that could go wrong with it is some people can't go to all raids.
Yeah.
So you'd have to put the people that can go to all raids in the pot to get bidded on.
That's right. I think in order to nominate people, you have to do it from the pot of people that are in each raid. But yeah,
I mean,
it was just an idea.
No, you're right. It's a really good idea, and I would love to do it. I just see so many like moving and complicated parts that are going to make it not be simple and too complicated to make work.
Yeah, it could very well be. I was just it was a thought, because
we could try that for BWL, me and Savix.
I mean, you could even try it with a Molten Core one, since like we've done them a lot.
The
and
MC,
it would make them interesting.
The MC one's different though, because again, the complicated part is the fact that say this person can't go to this raid, that person can't go to this raid.
Right.
But BWL is different because I'm pretty sure everyone is moving their schedule around for BWL.
Yep.
Sure.
So yeah, they should all take Saturday and Sunday off.
Yeah. So especially with this much of a heads up, it's weeks in advance. So for BWL, we can totally do that, Savix and I. But for MC, we're going to do a normal old draft because, again, people aren't going to move their schedules around. Well, yeah, we'll try and flesh out that idea. It's a good idea. All right. Any other questions, everyone? Before I send you all off.
If I get selected for a Monday, can I get a doctor's note?
Okay. All right. Everyone, good luck. I will see you all tomorrow for draft. Stay safe. Have fun playing games. Do whatever y'all do. Good meeting. Solid. GG's.
Sign
up for your raid.
Thanks for coming to the meeting.